guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited to be sharing this video with you guys today. It is just my take on a classic fall makeup look. It's still pretty warm where I live, so it's not exactly fall quite yet, but I'm so ready. I know a lot of people are starting to transition, so I figured I would go ahead and film my first fall video. So it's just a pretty warm like cat eye and a very like dark lip, obviously so classic but so pretty. I'm so excited to start wearing fall makeup. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any other fall like video requests, let me know in a comment down below. I'm probably going to do like an outfit one, so let me know if you guys would want to see that. I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Bye! So the very first thing I'm doing is just going in and priming my eyes. This is so important. It'll make your eyeshadows last a lot longer and it'll give the color a lot more pigmentation. So I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but just go ahead and use whatever you have. And you do want to set it no matter what you use. I'm just using a light eyeshadow. You could also use a face powder. This is just going to get rid of any stickiness and it'll make the darker colors blend out way easier. And then this is totally optional, but I did go in with some Scotch tape just to get a super crisp line on the outer edge of my eye. But if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. However, if you are using tape, you want to make sure that you put it on the back of your hand a few times to get rid of the main stickiness and make it a lot more gentle on your eye area. And a good just general guideline for putting the tape down is to line it up with the outer corner of your eye and the tail of your eyebrow. Obviously adjust it as needed for your eye shape, but for most people that is what looks best if you're not sure exactly where to put your tape. And then I'm warning you guys now, it does feel a little bit funny and you do kind of look a little weird, but just go ahead and roll with it. In the end, you'll be really happy. So all of the eyeshadows I'm using are from the Smashbox Full Exposure Palette. And I'm just starting off with that light warm brown color, and this is going to be my transition color. So basically you're not going to be super precise with it, you're just going to kind of buff it out all over the general crease area. And once you start putting the darker colors down, it'll give them something to blend into and it'll give it a nice gradual effect. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush to do this, and I'm using mainly circular motions and back and forth motions to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines. And I did build it up a little tiny bit just to get a little bit more color payoff. But just go ahead and darken it up until you're happy with the way it looks. Just keep in mind that you are going to be putting some darker colors down, so you don't need to make it super dark right away. And then I'm just going in with the eyeshadow that is right next to it, that is one shade darker, and I'm using a smaller crease brush to put this color down, that way it's a little bit more precise. But you are going to be using the same general motions to put this color down as you did with the last one, so just go ahead and make sure that you buff it out. There aren't any harsh edges, but this one I'm going to keep more towards the outer corner of my eye and then dragging it into my crease just slightly to give some more dimension. And then again with the shadow, I did build it up a little bit in the outer corner to get some more color payoff. So like I said with the last one, do that until you're happy with the way it looks. And then finally, I'm going in with the darkest brown color. And for this one, I'm using a Real Techniques. It's kind of like a tapered small crease brush. I don't know the name of it, but with this one, I'm being really precise with it. I'm just putting it on the outer edge of my eye. So you want to focus it like right where your skin meets the tape. And then once there's not a whole lot on my brush, I did blend it into the crease a little bit. And then once I'm done with that color, I just went in with the second crease brush that I used and I blended out any harsh edges and made sure that everything was nice and gradual. And then I'm going in with the first eyeshadow that I used to set the concealer, but this time I'm using a flat shadow brush, and I'm just taking my time to pack this on the inner inner third of my eye. Really focusing it on the inner corner just to brighten everything up and give a nice contrast to the darker colors. And then once you're done putting that down, you do just want to go in with a crease brush and make sure that you don't have any harsh lines. And then this didn't really do much, but I did highlight my brow bone, and to do this I just used that same light eyeshadow. So then you can go ahead and take the tape off. Some people like to keep the tape on for their eyeliner. I personally don't, but if you do want to keep it on while you do your eyeliner, go ahead and do that now. But moving on, I started off with my face makeup. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I love it. I've talked about it in a few videos so far, so I'm just dotting that all over my face. And then to blend it out, I'm using the Real Techniques, I think it's called like the buffing brush. It's just a kabuki foundation brush. Recently I've been using a brush instead of my beauty blender, so just go ahead and blend out your foundation whatever way you choose. And then to to conceal underneath my eyes, and then a little bit of spot concealing. I'm just using that MAC Pro Longwear concealer I used in the beginning. And I'm just using a mixture of my fingers and this e.l.f. concealer brush to blend everything out. And then you just want to go ahead and set everything in place with a powder. So this one is from Maybelline. I love it. It gives such a pretty satiny finish to my skin. So then moving on to my eyebrows, I have switched things up a little bit. I'm using a pencil this time rather than a powder, and I do really like the way this looks. I think it's a lot more natural. And this pencil is just from NYX. It's like an eyebrow eyeliner pencil. It is really soft though, so I have to use a light hand with it, but I just love the way that it looked. And then I'm going in with a spoolie just to get rid of any harsh lines, comb through them, and make sure they're shaped the way that I want. And then to set everything in place, I'm just using the Essence Lash and Brow Gel. So moving on to my lower lash line, I like to keep things pretty light, so I'm just using the second crease color that we used, but if you want to make it darker, feel free. And then for my eyeliner, I'm just using the NYC liquid eyeliner, and I had a really hard time like staying in frame for this and showing everything, so I couldn't show you the entire thing, but you just get the main idea. I'm just doing basic winged eyeliner. And then for my eyelashes, I just went in with a couple coats of mascara. I love this one. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I didn't use falsies because I didn't need them, but feel free to if you would like. And also make sure that you get your lower lashes. It makes a huge difference. So then moving on to my lips, I just went in with a natural nude lip liner. This is optional. I didn't have one that matched the berry color, but at least going in with this nude color will keep it from bleeding. And then for the actual lip color, I'm using the Clinique Chubby Stick, and this is in the shade Broadest Berry, I believe. I will have all of the product information listed down below in case you guys missed anything. But these are really, really nice if you're just getting into darker colors. They're not too pigmented, so it's not as intimidating, and the pencil shape makes them really easy to control. And then I completely forgot to do this earlier, so I just went back and did it now, but I went in with some bronzer. I didn't use blush or highlighter or anything. I just love the look of really bronzy skin, so I just used a big powder brush and put this all over like my cheek and forehead area. I wasn't like super precise with it. I didn't contour. I just dusted it all over the place. I love the way that looks. So that's it. Here's just another look at the makeup. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and all of that fun stuff. So I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.